Good morning. So we are working on videos regarding real estate and mortgage topics, and we're going to try and do this each and every week. So I believe the first place to start would be affordability. Affordability is a big deal right now, especially as home values continue to rise and interest rates haven't come down the way we expected them to over the last couple of years. So affordability becomes just the first major obstacle when it comes to housing. Oftentimes we are asked about monthly payments, and when that monthly payment is given, it takes a little bit for a person to process it. My conversation with them often goes in different directions depending on the situation, but it ultimately leads back to buying a house as soon as you can. When you buy a home with as little down payment as possible just to get in the house, what that does, that protects your hedge against inflation. So no one's going to be able to raise your rent. No one's going to be able to ask you to leave as long as you're committed and commit to your monthly obligations on your housing expense. So the way to work through affordability isn't just processing that big monthly payment, but also to understand that most of our wealth comes from owning a home. A person that owns a home is much more successful financially than somebody who doesn't own a home, but that's also a family decision. So my suggestion is always to sit down with a loan officer, whether it be me or someone else, to have that conversation about how much home can I afford. And you might be surprised to hear that the amount you can afford is probably a little bit more than you're really willing to spend. So that's what we're talking about. It's definitely at the forefront of a lot of people's conversations when it comes to buying your first home, even your second and third home. So it's not just a new buyer challenge; it's a challenge for the whole market. So when it comes to affordability, like I said, it's a hedge against inflation. When you own your home, your premium or your monthly payment cannot go up unless you decide to refinance, pull money out, or do something like that. And that's about it. So I know it's a brief topic of affordability. It hasn't been very thorough, but we will continue this conversation next week.